Hello again. In this presentation, I'm going to introduce you to the basic theory of action learning. Action learning is a form of learning by doing, directed to organizations and businesses. This means that it is not designed to be used as a theoretical exercise, but as an approach to help existing organizations with established goals and objectives. Action learning process involves bringing together a group of people with varied levels of skills and experience to analyze an actual work problem and develop an action plan. This means that in an action learning group, managers are from different levels and work together to attack real problems facing their organizations. The groups formed from action learning are called action learning sets. They tend to be small in numbers. This allows participants to learn from each other's experience and knowledge and reflect on and review their actions. Action learning is also considered an experience-based approach because participants learn from real-life work, their mistakes and successes. It was created by Professor Reynald Revens and was designed to help individuals and organizations by enabling people to learn from challenges, themselves, each other, and the process itself. There are some elements that has to be common in any action learning setting. Experiential learning, creative complex problem solving, acquisition of relevant knowledge, co-learning and group support, and results should be formalized into presentations. So the members of the action learning sets can show their results, ideas, and progress to the other members. These are some common uses of the action learning approach. Action learning is not just for brainstorming ideas. Action learning is used to solve complex problems in organizations. New opportunities always bring new challenges and problems. Action learning is an excellent approach to devise new strategies for these new opportunities. Businesses commonly face problems that seem to be unsolvable. Action learning is ideal for this type of problems. It helps organizations to come up with fresh, creative ideas. Another common use of the action learning approach is to be sure that the problem an organization is treated from the origin and not just their symptoms. These are the principles of action learning. Every action learning effort has to have a real-life application. All the participants need real-life experience. All learning, advising, and deciding are intimately related. Action learning has an emphasis on learning by doing. Knowing means doing. This means managers do because they know and learn because they are doing. And learning is essential for action learning. But this means not just forgetting what you have learned before. It's more or less reinterpreting past experiences. So you can find new meaning and you can use all information in new experiences. And finally, action learning means learning in community. You're not learning alone. You have to share all your findings, you have to share all your actions, your mistakes or your successes with all the members of your set or group. Let's do a small exercise using the scheme approach to further explore the action learning concept. There are some key ideas that we have been discussing. First, we have said that action learning is used for problem solving. The second, that action learning involves experiential learning. We have also said that action learning is a form of learning by doing, and that action learning happens in community. Another key element of action learning is one of its main goals, that is acquisition of knowledge. And finally, action learning is oriented to businesses and organizations. Starting from problem solving. We have said before that action learning is not used to solve a day-to-day or a common problem that affects the organization. It's used for problems that have no apparent solution. So, to find the solution for this problem, the action learning set needs to do some critical questioning and reflection. The consequence of this question and reflection will be coming out with creative solutions. But the work doesn't stop there. They need to use those solutions to take action. It's not just find the solution and leave it in a paper. They need to take actions and do critical questioning and reflection on those actions too. We have said also that action learning involves experiential learning. For this case, managers come from different backgrounds, have different levels of experience, can be middle managers, can be upper managers, can be seniors, can be juniors. So all are working together, and the idea is they are taking the problem together, they're taking the challenges together so they can learn from each other and from the challenge. Another advantage of doing experiential learning is that they have immediate feedback. They're not in a classroom and then they do they apply what they learn in their organizations. They are actually doing it at the moment they are learning, so they can see the consequences of their actions immediately and learn from that. We have said that action learning is learning by doing. So in here, action learning means that the relationship between the theory and the real life can be seen in real moment, can be seen immediately. We are not, as I said before, we're not in a classroom and then we take the theory in a classroom to our organizations. And here, what you learn, you apply it immediately. So the gap or the vacuum between the classroom, the theory, and the organization or the doing, that almost doesn't exist. So this is actually good for learning transfer. Another advantage of learning by doing in the action learning setting is that you are learning from example. You are seeing other managers in action and you can learn from what they are doing. Not only for your ideas or what you do, but also for other people's ideas, other people's actions, other people's mistakes, and other people's success. When we're talking about community learning, we're talking about learning from each other, and also when we're talking about managers becoming teachers. This means that managers that know something that other managers don't get to teach them, get to explain that to them. This is the idea when you form a multidisciplinary task force. So in an action learning setting, all managers are not going to be from the same, as I said before, same background or from the same experience or for the same specialty. I mean, you're going to have, just to say something, a manager, an accounting manager, you can have a marketing manager, you can have a human resources manager. So they have all different ideas, different backgrounds, different experiences that can bring to the action learning set. So this multidisciplinary task force actually also help for knowledge acquisition. Okay, so because these managers come from different backgrounds, they have different levels of knowledge. Okay. So this actually prompts an exchange of ideas and perspectives, because you are exposed to different things, to different experiences, to different concepts, and that actually can change your perspective, your ideas, your way of seeing. But the key for this is to have an open mind. So why action learning is ideal for businesses? We have said before that in an action learning setting or group, managers come from different backgrounds. They are there to change their ideas and perspectives, and they all form together a multidisciplinary task force, right? So that's something that businesses have in common. They all have multiple managerial levels. They also need to come out constantly with new strategies to face different challenges and problems. These strategies has to be in accordance to their goals and objectives, right? And all this leads to innovation. If a business wants to actually develop well in a market, needs to come to with innovative ideas and strategies. And this actually forms a circle with our starting concepts of problem solving. We mentioned that problem solving at the end creates creative solutions. And those innovations that business needs actually come from those creative solutions. Well, I hope this graphic helps you understand a little more the concept of action learning. Keep exploring the website for more information about action learning and for some examples and case studies.